holding up my laptop so you can see the written portion of this from the PDF that I sent you because I don't have a printed out one at my house. We're looking at the small heel here, and I'm zooming in on this text so that if you want, you can be kind of following along with the text as we're going. I'm going to try and demonstrate as I use verbiage from the text so as to make it as clear as possible. Alrighty, small heel. Here we go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to knit to the middle on the knit side. So the knit side is this side that's got all the knitting. If you look over on this side, we've got the purling side. Also referred to as wrong side and right side, incidentally, whenever you're making a garment, something that's going to go on your body. The wrong side is the side which is touching your skin, and the right side is the side which the world will see when you're wearing it. So on our right side, aka our knit side, we're going to knit to the middle, which is, since we've got 18 here, going to be 9 stitches halfway through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Now, we're going to mark the middle spot with a piece of yarn, aka a place marker, or stitch marker, you'll hear them called. And I'm just going to go boop boop. This is just a little bit of yarn that I've tied into a loop. And you just slide it on there. And this next bit is how we're going to start making the heel round. First thing you'll do is actually slip that marker. So you just go, put it over here. And you're going to knit 1 stitch. Then you're going to knit 2 together, which means you go under 2 fences at once. See? There's 2. And then you knit 1 more. There you go. And then turn your work to the purl side. Means turn it over like that. Next, you're going to purl until you're 1 stitch past the middle, which is going to be that marker right there, yeah? So I purl, and I purl, and I purl, and I slip the marker, boop, and I purl. Now, I'm going to purl 2 together. Down into 2. Over the top, scoop it out, off we leap, and purl 1 more. There you go. And turn to the knit side, so we turn it around again. Now, going forward, we've created these gaps here that you can see pretty well on the knit side. If I pull down here, there's a big old hole, there's a cavern right there. From here on out, you're going to knit and or purl until you come to 1 stitch before the gap. Okay, so here we'll go ahead and do that. Knit, 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 slip that little marker. Knit, knit, until you're 1 stitch before the gap, yeah? Knit the gap together, so you're closing the gap essentially. You go knit 2 together. Catch a sheep. Knit 1 more. And turn your work around. Now we're doing that same song and dance, but on the purling side. See our big giant gap over here? We're going to knit until we come to the stitch before it, because remember, we're going to knit them together to close the gap. So, we purl, and we purl, and we purl. And you slip that marker, show you where the middle is. Here's our gap Gonna purl it together. Purl one more. Flip your work around. And knit to the gap on the knitting side. Where's the gap? Oh, there it is. It's 3 from the end now. Interesting. Let's keep track of that, just for curiosity's sake. I'm going to start knitting. Slip that marker. Knitting until I come to 1 before the gap. Knit the gap together. Whoop. Knit 1 more. Turn your work around. Purl, and on the good purling side now, we got big old gap over here. Purl till you come to 1 before the gap. Slip our little marker over. Purling. 1 before the gap. We're going to purl it together. Purl 1 more. Turn our work around. And now where's the gap? Oh, it's all the way out here. The gap, which was previously over here, is now here. The gap when he was here was previously over here. Each time you're doing this, you're moving the gap farther out on your needle, which is what is making, if you look, this curved shape. Ooh, a human heel taking form in just something that was 2D for so long. And now look at you, you're in 3D. Very advanced. Now, let's go knitting across to that final gap on the knitting side. Slip the middle thing. Knitting all the way. Knitting across. Knit the gap together. And then knit 1 more. Ha! Psych! Don't do it. You don't have any left. You don't have to knit 1 more past the gap on this one. You just have to knit that final gap together. Gotcha. Now, we're going to do our final purling across to the gap over here. This is our final gap of the small heel. So we purl. Then knit or purl the final 2 together. And you should have 10 stitches left on your needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Absolutely marvelous. Small heel, look at that curve. You are doing fantastic. The last thing we want to do with this little round baby is end on a knit row. So we are going to knit across all 10 of these to polish it off and get us ready for the next step, which is going to be the instep, and which is going to be the next video. Okay. Beautiful. Little small heel. On to the instep. Stay tuned.